Siraj was the leader of the pack.
He got Cameroon green with a brilliant delivery.
Yeah. The way I saw Shubman Gill batting,
Rishabh Pant innings was the one.
मैच जीतने तो इसकी वाट लगाता हूँ मैं.
He said, "तोड़ दिया Gabba का commentary." Yeah, hi. Welcome to another new episode of Bat Balla. This time we are actually previewing all the great Border-Gavaskar matches in Australia. So India is going for a new series right now in the next month. So we thought we'd start off with previewing a few of India's greatest wins in Australia. And what better match to start off than the Gabba win, right, Shom?
Yeah, absolutely. I think against all the odds, one heck of a win.
Nobody expected us to win that test match, I think. I mean, the fact that the team we had, max to max, if we could even, we had drawn the previous match.
Yeah.
And if we could draw this match itself, I think it would have been a big achievement for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we ended up beating the match.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I know. अब अगर सीरीज की बात करते हैं ना तो it started with 36 all out. Then Kohli, went off duty and then Rahane took over the captaincy. उसके बाद रहाणे ने सेंचुरी मारी and we won the Boxing Day test. Then तीसरे टेस्ट में I think it was in Sydney. So Sydney test में I think we somehow managed to draw that match and then finally Gabba.
One of the greatest rearguard actions from Vihari and Ashwin.
Yeah. And then Gabba was a miracle to say the least.
We by then I think by the fourth match we had lost all our main bowlers. If I'm not wrong.
I think let's start with that only, no. So हमारी bowling lineup पे कौन था? There was no Bumrah, there was no Ashwin. Shami का तो पहले इंजर हो गया था फर्स्ट टेस्ट के बाद. There was no Umesh Yadav. So हमारी
Jadeja got injured.
So हमारी bowling lineup थी fast bowlers में. Siraj was the leader of the pack, who himself was like 2 or 3 test matches old. And
that's all.
हाँ, उसके बाद there was T Natarajan making his debut.
Who had come as a reserves, not even the main squad, he was a reserve squad.
Yeah. And then there was Navdeep Saini, जो again match के time injure हो गया था. And then there was Lord Shardul Thakur, I think, जिन्होंने कमाल ही कर दिया था उस मैच में. So this was all.
Yeah, and again Washington Sundar making his debut.
Yeah. Spinner Washington Sundar. Let's start from the beginning. Toss हुआ, I think Australia won the toss and they decided to bat first. And we had a great start.
I think we got quick wickets early.
Yeah.
But I remember Marnus scored a brilliant century. He was having an okay series till then, I think, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
But then he ended up scoring that century, and that was, I mean, the way Marnus plays, he's very irritating, right, to watch. But one of the most effective batsmen of modern day cricket in the last 10 years, I think.
Yeah.
One of the most exciting talents to come out in Test cricket for sure.
Yeah.
And he scored a century.
Yeah.
And I think the Tim Payne chipped in, Cameron Green chipped in, a lot of people chipped in.
Yeah, there were a lot of 30s,
and they ended
40s.
up scoring a good total as well.
Yeah. So Australia made कितना 369, I think 369, 370. And that was a very good score. Plus सबसे बड़ी बात थी कि ना 1989 से I think ऑस्ट्रेलिया वहाँ पे हारा नहीं था. वो साइकोलॉजिकल बेनिफिट जो था ऑस्ट्रेलिया के पास, आई थिंक दैट वाज प्रीटी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड बैटिंग फर्स्ट करके दे पुट ऑन लाइक 370 ऑन द बोर्ड. इंडियन बॉलिंग इनएक्सपीरियंस थी बट आई थिंक दे डिड वेल टू कम बैक, क्योंकि एट वन स्टेज दे वर लाइक 200 ऑट फॉर 3 एंड देन उसके बाद से फ्यू क्विक विकेट्स एंड देन अगेन एक पार्टनरशिप लगी लाबुशेन और पेन के बीच में लाइक 100 रन्स की एंड देन फाइनली आई थिंक लास्ट के 3-4 विकेट काफ़ी अच्छे से जल्दी से निकाले. नटराजन और ठाकुर ने अच्छी बॉलिंग करी. दे गॉट 3 ईच. I think Sundar also got three wickets, and there was one.
Sundar actually got 2 brilliant wickets on his first wicket in Test cricket was Steve Smith.
Yeah.
Probably the greatest Test cricket batsman of this era.
Yeah.
And then he got Cameroon Green with a brilliant delivery.
Yeah.
I remember that Cameroon Green wicket. I'm like, okay, this guy has talent. It's not like he's just some random guy taken off the streets from. I know he has most of his career prior to that was in white ball cricket in T20s.
Yeah.
And I was always doubtful, like, how is he playing Test cricket? Does he even be good in Test cricket?
I think.
But that dismissal of Cameron Green was superb. The delivery.
Yeah. And एक चीज मुझे लगी ना कि वो एक होता है ना कि वो मोटिवेशन बहुत हाई था उस समय टीम का. समहाउ इंजरीज हो रहे थे, बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स हो रहे थे, बट उसके बाद भी टीम वाज लाइक रियली मोटिवेटेड. और नए लोग आए, उन्होंने दे जस्ट शोड अप ऑन द फर्स्ट डे इटसेल्फ. सो दैट वाज प्रीटी ह्यूज. And yeah.
No. And a big part to that motivation is definitely Rahane's captaincy.
Yeah.
I mean, Kohli leaving after the first test, after that horrible loss.
Yeah.
And him marshalling the troops, and with all the injuries happening, he actually played from the front.
Yeah.
I mean, his scores may not be relevant, but he played attacking cricket. He always had attacking fields for the Australian batsmen.
Yeah.
And you could feel that this was a team that's come to win, not just to draw and go away or just avoid a loss.
I think that's what Ravi Shastri effect as well. Shastri ke time pe I think, and Shastri and Kohli sort of put that culture in, especially in the test team, कि वो मतलब एक अलग लेवल पे ही जाके खेलते थे. एंड इंडिया इन दोज टाइम्स टेस्ट, especially as a test team, was unbelievable. It's a shame कि हम लोग कोई WTC title नहीं जीत पाए दोनों बार. But I think we have been the best, by far the best test side over the last 3 or 4 years.
Easily the most consistent test
without
match.
a doubt.
Test winning team,
yeah. And then I think 370 के बाद India started to bat. I think Gill fell early. Then Pujara and Rohit had a partnership. थोड़ी सी छोटी सी, एंड देन उसके बाद रोहित एंड रहाणे ऑल्सो हैड अ पार्टनरशिप, बट उसके बाद बहुत जल्दी विकेट गिर गए. मतलब दे वर गेटिंग लाइक स्टार्ट्स 20s 30s, बट दे वर नॉट एबल टू कैपिटलाइज. एंड देयर वाज अ सिचुएशन वहाँ पे हम 180 ऑट पे 6 हो गए थे व्हेन पंत वेंट आउट.
6
एंड देन देयर वर 2 न्यू बैटर्स, एक और अदर से बॉलिंग ऑलराउंडर्स, वॉशिंगटन सुंदर एंड शार्दुल ठाकुर. एंड मेरे हिसाब से आई रिमेंबर वॉचिंग दैट गेम लाइव, और जब वो 186 पे 6 हुआ, पंत आउट हुआ, देन आई वाज लाइक रियली स्केयर्ड, बिकॉज गाबा की हिस्ट्री ऐसी रही है ना कि आई वाज लाइक यार ये 220-25 पे निपट जाएंगे और एक ओवर 100 रन लीड दे देंगे हम ऑस्ट्रेलिया को और गेम विल बी डन एंड डस्टेड. बट देन दैट अमेजिंग पार्टनरशिप, आई थिंक वी शुड टॉक अबाउट इट.
No, and again, like you mentioned, we're at 180 for 6. It's easy to just fold up and get all out, and that's it, and they have a big lead. But these guys actually didn't stay that. They played attacking cricket. I remember Shardul actually cover driving, playing hook shots of Mitchell Starc, cover driving Josh Hazlewood. These are the prime bowlers of Australia at Gabba, and these India's. So like you said, bowling all-rounders coming and cover driving and hooking them off for sixes. That is a crazy counter-attacking innings.
एक shot मुझे वॉशिंगटन सुंदर का याद है when he came into the bat. I think first or second over में ही था, मतलब he would have faced like 5-6 deliveries. Stark ने उसे full length ball दिया and he played a straight drive. And he looked so confident. मतलब लग ही नहीं रहा था उसका पहला मैच है. मतलब इस लेवल, जिस तरह से उसने फ्रंट फुट पे आके ड्राइव किया स्टार्क को, एंड देन अगली बॉल उसने छोटी भेजी एंड देन ही कट दैट बॉल. मतलब ही वाज देयर, एंड आई थिंक शॉट टू शॉट मैच किया दोनों ने, शार्दुल और वॉशिंगटन ने एक दूसरे को, एंड दे हैड अ ब्रिलियंट पार्टनरशिप. आई थिंक कितनी 130 odd, if I'm not wrong, 130, 125, 130. And
they both scored 60 odd. It's a very crucial partnership at that point of time.
And then by the time Thakur got out, India ने pretty much उनकी deficit wipe off कर दी थी. I mean, we still had a 25-30 रन की उनको लीड मिल गई थी, but just come to think of it, अगर ये लीड 120-125 हो सकती थी easily अगर वो लोग बैट नहीं करते सही से.
And now and at that point in time, it's pretty much back to both are equal, right? Both are 50-50 chance of winning the test match. And I think you have almost wiped out the lead. It's a close match now.
एक sense of nervousness दिख रही थी ऑस्ट्रेलियन साइड में मुझे उसके बाद.
And a lot of that factor has to go with the fatigue, right? They went with the same 4 bowlers the entire series. And you could see by the 4th test they were all tired. They were not able to put the 100%. But the one guy who kept on pushing was Pat Cummins. What a series he had. I think 21 wickets in the entire series.
He was the man of the series as well.
Exactly. And he had a brilliant series. He kept on pushing. I mean, this, like you said, even the Shardul Thakur wicket, he tried something different, got the crucial breakthrough. He was one player who just kept on trying. But otherwise, it was a very tired attack.
I mean, last के test match में तो honestly speaking, it was like जब India chase कर रहा था, we'll come to that, but it was only Cummins versus the Indian batters, right? बाकी bowlers तो कहीं दिख ही नहीं रहते मुझे गेम में.
Nathan Lyon kept bowling in the rough, but it was mainly Cummins who.
I mean, he hardly got any wickets, right? He was not able to get wickets. And then I think when Australia started for second inning, Australia by the way second innings में भी काफी अच्छा खेला. They made close to 300. तो India का target मतलब 300 was a good score. Let's come straight away to the final innings. Chasing 330, 340 odd.
And I think close of day, 4th day, we were 4 for 0. It was all out in the open. Anybody could win that match. 10 wickets in hand, 330, 40 odd to chase. Anybody's game, right?
That's right. And I remember, pinning my hopes on Rohit Sharma. 4th evening जब खत्म हुआ तो मुझे लगा कि यार रोहित शर्मा का चलना बहुत ज़रूरी है. And Rohit Sharma got out in the first or second over अगले दिन. I think we were like 18 for 1. Cummins got him. And then I was like really... एक तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ ये होता है ना कि यार वो अर्ली मॉर्निंग उठ के मैचेस देखने का फील ही अलग होता है. एंड यू गेट ऑल द वाइब, सुबह उठ के बैठे हुए हो, कुछ काम नहीं किया हुआ है, ऑफिस बंक किया है, एंड डूड
something to do with the Australian vibe. The commentary, the lush green outfield,
even the crowd
sitting there,
crazy. उसके बाद I think the way I saw Shubman Gill batting, man, I mean that was out of the world. It was his second or third match, I think. Third match. And जिस तरह से उसने मारा है ना मिचेल स्टार्क को, तो मतलब जिस तरह से धोया है उसने, लग ही नहीं रहा था कोई न्यूकमर है.
it was a perfect balance. Like one side Pujara, one side Gill.
Fire
Gill
and ice.
going all out offensive, classy drives, classy glances, and the other end like a stone wall Pujara. This was like classic Test match cricket. Like the pressure, the tension, you could cut it with a sword, like they say. But Gill was so good at one end.
Yeah.
And Pujara just blocked and blocked
I think
and
he
blocked.
took like
and
12
was
or 13
Pujara.
body blows in that game, in that inning.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think Shubman Gill was a little unlucky to get out. मतलब वो 91 पे था, he was set to get a big 100. But then Gill fell and then...
So when did you think we are going for the win?
I think when Gill took on Stark in that over, where he hit like two sixes, two or three fours. I think उस time से मुझे लगा कि India front foot पे है. And the moment
they could be looking for the win. Yeah. But then again wickets fell, right?
Then again when Gill got out, उसके बाद रहाणे came in. And I think Rahane took on Lion. वो आगे बढ़ के mid wicket के ऊपर से उसने 6 मारा. Then I was like pretty sure कि भाई these guys are not here for draw. मतलब वो जीतना ही है उन्हें. And Pujara is like a what do you call it? Is like an anchor जिसको साथ में खड़े रहना है and others will play around him. But Rahane was very aggressive, unlike real Rahane. मतलब उसने ज़्यादा रन नहीं मारे थे, 20-25 रन मारे थे, बस 100 के strike rate.
So Rishabh Pant innings was the one that completely changed the whole perspective of the match. Till then, like you said, I mean, I know Rahane was going for it, but wickets were falling, right?
Yeah.
So and then Rahane got out, I think, the Pant innings.
Rahane got out. उसके बाद Pant came in. तो starting में उसने बहुत aggressive नहीं. I think starting के 30-40 balls he took his time, and then he started to hammer these guys, right? उसने जब अपने आप को unleash किया है, boss, it was something
Nathan Lyon in particular.
Nathan Lyon को तो clue नहीं था. एक मुझे याद है कि उसने ball डाली, वो एक crack पे पड़ के, it turned like मतलब इतना टर्न मैंने देखा ही नहीं है. ऐसा लग रहा था पुणे की वो खुदी हुई विकेट है. रैंक टर्नर इतनी टर्न हुई. And the next ball,
no, they were depending heavily on him.
Yeah. And the next ball he came down the track, long on के ऊपर से ऑफ स्पिनर को on that wicket छक्का. Lion का एक्सप्रेशन देखने वाला था. तो मतलब typical Rishabh Pant, you know. And
I think that what we lost Mayank Agarwal, we lost Washington Sundar, but again Washington Sundar also when he came he was attacking. I remember that again, 6 of Mitchell Stark as well.
Cheteshwar Pujara, before that Pujara got out ना, वो एक DRS call हुई थी. I think Cummins ने out किया था. Then मैच थोड़ा फंसता हुआ लग रहा था क्योंकि उसके बाद भी इंडिया को 100 आउट चाहिए थे. एंड पुजारा चला गया तो अब ये लग रहा था कि एंकर कौन करेगा, पंत कैसे करेगा. देन मयंक केम इन, उनकी छोटी सी पार्टनरशिप हुई 25-30 रन की. आई थिंक ही आल्सो गॉट आउट. देन आई थिंक वॉशिंगटन एंड पंत हैड अ वेरी गुड पार्टनरशिप. तो उसमें क्या हुआ, दोनों तरफ से अटैक किया क्योंकि एक सिचुएशन आ गई थी व्हेन रिक्वायर्ड रेट वाज लाइक 6.5-7. देन बोथ साइड्स बोथ दीस गाइज स्टार्टेड अटैकिंग एंड बाय द टाइम वॉशी गॉट आउट आई थिंक वो गेम डन एंड डस्टेड था.
It was done formality by then.
एंड उसके बाद आई थिंक वो शार्दुल ठाकुर ने जो शॉट खेला था एब्सर्ड, आई थिंक ही वांटेड टू बी द 2011 का धोनी. ही वांटेड दैट फेम, बट आई थिंक वो एक सीरीज है ना, बंदों में दम था. आई थिंक उसमें रहाने ने बोला है व्हेन शार्दुल गॉट आउट देन रोहित शर्मा सेड कि अभी आने दो इसकी मैच जीतने तो फिर इसकी वाट लगाता हूँ मैं. So वो उसने ना जब 3 रन बचे थे आई थिंक, तो हेजलवुड वाज बॉलिंग, तो उसने एक बिल्कुल ही वाइड बॉल फेंक दी थी. एंड वी थॉट कि यार एक और वाइड या बिल्कुल ही रीच से बाहर फेंकेगा एंड देन दे विल ट्राई टू वाइप दी अदर 3 बैटर्स इन द नेक्स्ट ओवर. बट वो लकीली पंत कनेक्टेड एंड उसने स्ट्रेट मार के, आई थिंक दैट वाज द मोमेंट. मतलब आई थिंक फॉर मी 21st सेंचुरी की आई थिंक इट इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट विन्स. वन ऑफ द आई थिंक इंडिया के लिए मे बी कोलकाता विन एंड दिस गाबा विन आई थिंक ऑलमोस्ट एट पार.
Interesting. No, that's right. I mean, this is one of the most best comeback stories, right? You're down 1-0. You've lost you're at first test you're all out for 36, and then you have a new captain, all completely set of new bowlers against Australia in Australia, and you come back and you win the series. Like they said, "Tod diya Gabba ka Ghamand," right? No, to be frank, even Tim Payne was the one who started hyping this, right? I'll see you in Gabba to Ashwin.
I think
they were the ones who were hyping. Yeah, it came back and backfired. I think he never played much after that.
But I think India के लिए I think उसको मैच करना बहुत मुश्किल होगा. अभी we are going again now after a month or so. But I think if we are able to go anywhere close to that, I think that will be amazing.
For sure. Great.
Cool.
So it was great talking about the Gabba Test match.
Yeah, I think it's a good one. Yeah.
Sure. See you.
See you guys. Thank you so much.